Alright, ladies and gentlemen, let's round out this week with a 4.5 review. For starters, let's talk about X23's uniform. I believe that it is not a necessity, it's more of a novelty, especially coming in at 1050 crystals for very minimal changes. I think two skill changes, which happen to be a trend on this patch. But I just don't see that worth that price tag. If she was 750, then I'd say, by all means go for it. But unless you're a diehard fan, I wouldn't put anything into it. Next up is Nightcrawler. I'm liking him kind of. I mean, as far as being able to get him through the processor and use your tickets on him and everything like that, I say why not? He's a fan favorite. Um, but yeah, I would definitely go into it. I haven't quite tier 2'd him yet, but he's probably going to be there tomorrow, and he fares pretty decent in PvE. The uniform that Archangel got, or Angel got, that turned him into Archangel for 750 crystals is a definite steal. It adds the poison damage to his attacks, which you really don't see that often except for characters that aren't really used like Green Goblin. So it's very interesting to see them go back to that after not doing it for such a long period of time. But he does perform better than he normally does, which was already pretty good. Next up is Magneto's uniform. I'm not going to lie, I'm not particularly blown away by it with such minimal skill changes. I think that this may have just been, oh, here's a new look for Magneto, and he gets his tier 3, so you'll feel more inclined to buy it. If you're trying to get your tier 3 Magneto, to a higher level, then I can see you getting the uniform and ranking it up, but that's just more for completionists. Now, up next is Sentinel. He was surprisingly, he's very, very good. I'm very surprised that a character this basic from the Marvel Universe would be as good as he is. He's like a mixture of Destroyer and Luke Cage. Very great at PvP, has lots of immunities, his own recovery, he brings out his clones that also put down areas of the field where you'll get that physical immunity and whatnot. And he's a mutant killer. And if you're a big in AC, then I can definitely see that being a plus side for you. Next up is Gambit. He's definitely one of my most favorite mutants in the Marvel Universe. What I was a little unhappy to see is how squishy and glass cannon he is. Kind of reminds me of Sharon Rogers, but I feel like that's nothing CTP of Authority or an Obelisk that has a guard break immunity and invincibility combination or something like that. As long as you have that invincibility, then you'll actually get to see him work his magic. And I've already been, I've released a video on Emma Frost, so I'm not really going to go into that except for saying she's definitely worth it. Um, yeah, so next thing that I'm going to talk about is the world boss, giant raid boss. It's such a weird name. Anyway, aside from that, terrible marketing strategy that they use for the name, the game mode is an absolute wonderful addition to have to this game. I wish that they would add content like this every single patch because it deserves to be in here. Players deserve to be able to test out their rosters. There's no point in getting all these characters that push out such massive amounts of damage if you're only going to see one skill for 2 seconds in co-op or some crap like that. This has to be the greatest mode that they've introduced to this date. Love it, absolutely love it. So overall, out of 5 stars, I'm gonna go ahead and give this 4, and I'm gonna say most of that comes from this new giant boss raid because it's just been that much fun. That's all me and my alliance members have been doing. Anyway, this has been my roundup, my review for it. Please do like, subscribe, comment, and we'll check you later.